Let's play ball in the bean pot, folks. Tonight, I'm doing the Atlanta Braves against the Boston Red Sox, but you're probably wondering what's with the color pattern here on the scoreboard. Well, simply put, I had to rely on the alternate color, the City Connect colors of Boston because both teams use the same damn color scheme. Atlanta has really been in a massive turnaround. After dropping their first 7, they've gone on to win 23 of their last 38. It'll be Verdugo, Riley, Olson, Ozuna, Baldwin, Albies, Harris, White, and Allen in the lineup for Atlanta tonight. Tonight they face Lucas Giolito, who has not been the same man he was when the Red Sox got him from their sibling team out west in Chicago. Hi, Danny. It's nice to see you again. Duran, Rafaela, and Abreu in the outfield for the Sox. Navarez behind the plate, Bregman in third, Story at short, Campbell at second, Toro at first. So it's a pretty mismatched Sox lineup. Who's on first? For Abraham Toro, this is his 17th start at first. I don't know why Alex Cora was trying to get Rafael Devers to play first. Let me be honest, I don't like either of these teams, but between the two, I'm going to root for Boston because of my hatred towards Atlanta even more. First pitch to Verdugo is up over the plate, strike one on a four-seamer. Verdugo hasn't been used too much by the Braves, but 9 RBIs, what do you expect? That's fouled off. Yeah, Jerkson Profar got busted for using PEDs again, so he's out for 80 games, for I don't know how many more games of his suspension. Ball one. I really don't know how much longer it is until the Braves get Profar back. I feel Verdugo grounds one to short. Story scoops it up, or the third baseman scoops it up, throws to Toro, one down. Well, if you're a Sox fan, so far so good. First pitch to Riley, and he fouls that out of the glove, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Riley went after the changeup low in LA. One, two. And no swing on the slider, 2-2. Excuse me. Two. Full count. Foul off again. Three-two check swing and fouled off. Two is fouled off. Three. Two tipped into the glove. Strike three. Oh, he dropped it. Never mind. And he gets walked. Tough break. Oh, so they're using green for their new city connects here. Okay. Only behind Aaron Judge and Pete Alonso is Matt Olson. Kyle Schwarber, Pete Alonso, and Matt Olson. And Shohei Ohtani. 1-1. Two one. Alton cracks one in the right center. That's gone. And that's gone. Matt Olson strikes again. 2-run bomb for Atlanta. They draw first blood. Middle in changeup. Boom. Ozuna fouls that one off. On 1. Middle, dead center changeup. You let that one have it. 0-2. 1-2. And Ozuna blasts one to the left. Way over the monster. Back to back. Damn. I mean, the minute I heard the crack of that bat, I knew it was going over the monster. It was gone. I didn't think he would get over the monster. Slider up in the zone, and Ozuna made him pay for it. Boom. Here's Baldwin. That one's pop foul, 1-1. Baldwin fouls off another, 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2, and Giolito is just getting hammered here. Mostly because he's being too much of a pussyfoot. Overly cautious. Instead of being reckless and aggressive. 2-2 to Baldwin. That's shot foul. Got him swinging, 2 down. Swing and a miss by Albies. The Wizards have not been off to a good start this year. 219 hitter, 604 OPS, only 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Strike 2. Doing the change. Five nothing Philadelphia. Why am I not surprised? I can't trust the Pirates to beat the Phillies like fucking ever. This Philly getting next into this. Oh goody, Colorado. Didn't go 2-2. Then they get the A's, which should be a little bit of a step up from the next two opponents the Phillies have this over the next week. Ground ball. Campbell to Toro. That ends the inning, but not before a pair of back-to-back bombs by Riley and Ozuna put the Braves in front big. 3-0. Sox coming up. There's Elmer. I screwed up. What? I owe Murdoch an apology. Keep that little fuck up. Can I put any tags on this game? It'll be Duran, Devers, Bregman, Campbell, Abreu, Story, Toro, Navarez, and Rafaela. Grant Holmes pitching tonight for Atlanta. First pitch. Gets a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Didn't go. 1-2. Okay, I did tag this one. Just doing a double check. Whoop. In the dirt again. 2-2. As for what's about to go on in other sports tonight, Game 7 of the 2-2 is just out off the corner, full count. I'm looking. Tonight's the Dallas Stars and Winnipeg Jets in Game 6. That game begins at 8 on ABC. Dallas looking to go to their third straight West Conference final. Winnipeg hoping to at least win and survive to fight one more day. If they get the W tonight, the final would be played on Monday night in Winnipeg. Rafael Devers up next. This month, he's hit 385, 489 on base, 538 slugging, 1,022 OPS. 1-0 pitch, strike one. Strike two. And down swing he goes. Strike three. First pitch to Bregman is a strike. This year, Bregman 11 homers, 33 ribbies. He feels good getting out of the hellhole that was Houston with all of its controversy, where he went from hero to villain during the trash bank due to the cheating scandals of 2017 and 2019, 1 and 2. In the 22 wins, the Red Sox averaged 7 runs a game, hit 301, 897 OPS, and a 242 ERA. But they only scored 3 in their 24 losses. That one is scooped up by Riley, inning over. Sox go 1-2-3 in the first. Don't you just hate commercials, folks? This was Brian Snitker's debut in May of 2016. Hank Aaron's 3,000 hit, the history of Atlanta. And Harris flies one to the left. Bregman's directly under it to start the second, one down. Way upstairs to Eli White, strike ball one. Giolito is having a little bit of trouble with his pitch command. I mean, it took him like 32 pitches just to get at 3 pitches just to get out of the first inning. That one's fouled off. That's in the left center, right center field for a base hit. Do you bring Acuna up after the ACL tear? Spencer Strider is expected to come back next week, while Acuna at the end of the month, which would be a boon for Atlanta to get them back in the division hunt. Remember, they didn't have Strider at all last year due to Tommy John surgery, due to UCL damage he suffered last year, and Acuna pulled his other ACL last May, which is why the Braves have looked mediocre right out of the chute. 1-0. Ball two. That's pop foul, 2-1. Too high, 3-1. Ground ball through the hole, base hit in the left, and that's going to move the runner up. Keep in mind of how small Fenway Park is when compared to parks like Citi Field, Yankee Stadium, Wrigley Field, Lone Depot. Atlanta leadoff hitters this year, only 2 home runs, 226 batting average. Road woes, they are 8-15 on the road, 6th worst in the league, 30 homers allowed, 4.28 ERA. 1-run games, 19 of them, and they've lost 10, second most in the league. For them to win, they got to make sure it's more than 1-run cushion. So far, they've got a 3-run cushion. One. First throw, no good. Ground ball. Throw to the first base side. The only play to go. 2 down. First one is popped up by Riley. This time it's a pop up in the left. Bregman under it, and this time Giolito gets out fairly unscathed, but he does cough up 2 hits. 3-0, 3-0 Atlanta through 1.5. In position this year, the Sox, I'm going to be blunt. The 4-hole, they fucking suck. 178 batting average, 225 on base, 540 slug percentage. All good for last in the league. Campbell's up 2-0. Christian Campbell, second baseman, 240 average, 5 homers, 15 ribbies. 2-0 pitch is fouled off at the plate. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Got him swinging at the slider in the dirt. First pitch, ball 1. Onto Tyler Abreu. Two and 0. Right, Ozzy, 2 down. Rada. Ground ball, fair. Story, the throw to get Story, got him. Nice play by Riley. Yo, Jacob, what's up? What's up, Jacob? Out. Or this one. Olsen up to lead off the third. Got the 2-run bomb that started the scoring in the game for Atlanta. All 2. Two and two goes up. Full count. Swan mid strike 3 gets him this time around. Ball 1. Two 1 pitch. Still waking the Dragons, which was not one of my favorite arcs. 3-1. Filler arcs for anime of all time. Sure, many tout as a GOAT. Sure, many tout that as the GOAT, but it's got flaws. The animation is lacking. Your pitch to Ozuna is low, ball 4. The English cuts basically retcon the tragedies that happened into the 3 major acolytes, likes of the main antagonist, to basically the main antagonist instantly causing them to basically ensnare him in in his web. And it's basically the old plot device of using a powerful Faustian bargain. There's a rocket to the right, but it's gonna hook foul. What? They're saying it's fair. It looked foul to me. Can I get a replay on that? Yeah, this is the main problem with calling homers down the right field line at Fenway Park. The pesky pole. And it's that damn pesky pole. We're going to get a look at it. Seriously, that's the biggest problem with Boston, with Fenway Park. The pesky pole. It's almost impossible to hit one just down the right field line straight, because sometimes more often than not, 9 times out of 10, that ball's gonna hook and go foul around the pole. Well, instead of stay fair. Seriously, the only way to get a homer in this park down the right field line is to hit the pole. And the call stands, and not enough evidence to overturn it. Home run, Drake Baldwin. That's his 5th of the year. 5-0 Braves. And 5 of the 12 hits in this series for Atlanta have been bombs. Fouled off by Albies. One. That's foul off. 0-2. 1-2. Two and two. Time swing, 2 down. One and oh. Oh one. One one. Fly ball to the right. Harris. Catch made, but damage done. 2.5 innings complete. Boston 5. Atlanta 5. Boston 0. If anyone wants to come in, they're welcome to. Seven is equal to 10, not greater. Those 3+7 is greater than 10, man. Not equal to 10, not greater. Dumbass. So far, no hitter through 2 for Grant Holmes. Well, perfect, though, actually. Ball 1 to Toro. I know the Braves had a few no hitters, and of course, in 04, they had a perfect game thrown against them by the big unit. 1-1. Abraham Toro, 1 RBI, 1 homer, 1 6 on average. 2-1. That's through the hole, towards the hole. Albies will scoop it up. 1 down. Ball 1. Come on. One pitch. 2-1. Come on, Boston. Next one, I missed 2-2. Full count. Grant Holmes is great in his first time through the batting order, but pretty bad in his second time around as hitters are hitting 300 off him. And then he comes back down to earth a bit on his third time through. And that's low. Ball 4. There goes the perfecto after just 2 1/3. Day weekend, Fox will not host the Coca-Cola 600 this year. Instead, they'll host the Indy 500, which in my view is a betrayal of everything the motorsport industry stands for. That's driven by Raffaella to right, but it's playable. Caught. 2 down. Eli White was right under there. And in my view, Devers just got a bit under it. Or Raffaella went under. He got under it too much. Ball 1 to Duran. And Duran drives one to center. That ball is gone. And the Sox are finally on the board. Oh, it's a 2-run bomb. Sorry. I thought it was just 1. I forgot about the walk. 2-run bomb, and the Sox get those 2 runs back, and they trade off the home run Wally had. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the Devers. And Devers hits this one down the left field line. Fair ball! And Verdugo's throw gets away, but it's backed up. Say fair ball! Ball 1 to Bregman. And now Holmes is showing his vulnerabilities here in the third. Ball 2. 2-0. That's something you don't want to do in this sort of game. 2-0 is low, 3-0. Now, even if he walks Bregman, he doesn't move the runner up, doesn't move Devers. Devers has his 13th double. Duran his third homer. 3-0 pitch. And he takes it for strike one. And it's ball four outside. Runners on first and second, and Grant Holmes has walked the tying run to the plate. And that's Christian Campbell. Granted, I can't really expect Campbell to get one over the fence, given how low of a batting, given how he's hitting below the Mendoza line. Though in Boston's defense, he is a utility replacement due to the litany of injuries they've suffered in the early going. Two outs, runners on first and second for Boston. First pitch to Campbell. And this one's driven off the end of the bat. Deep. Harris leaps. He's got it! And that ends the inning. Two runs, two hits, two stranded for Boston. Through 3, 5-2 Atlanta. Peace. That took at least a double. That took at least a double away from Christian Campbell. Harris took at least a double away from Christian Campbell. And that would have cut the deficit to 2 at best for Atlanta if that's not caught. Top of the fourth, and Eli White leading off. I wonder what Rafi is up to. Oh, this was last week. One, two. White single in the second, but it didn't amount to anything for the Braves. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, base hit in the left center. And White is 2 for 2 with another single. This is Michael Harris with our good hands play of the week. Michael Harris going backward to make that catch against Washington. And basically the same today. Leap at the fence, rob a double. Nick Allen up, going to try to bunt. Ball one. It was too high. Allen hits one to the left. Is this going to stay fair? Yes, but it's caught. One down. Downstar airs. High throw and safe. Two one. Line caught. Ball bounces away, but it's backed up. Two down. Strike one. One. 1-2. 1-2. Near the left, Durant drops. It's going to score a run. 6-2 Atlanta. RBI bloop single by Austin Riley puts Atlanta back up by 4. It's now Atlanta 6, Boston 2. Story just couldn't get to that one. And here's Olsen. Pitch timer violation. Automatic ball on Giolito. Or if your pitch is screwed up or an injury. Through the whole base hit in the right center this time. On the way to third is Riley. He'll get there safely. Two on, two out for Atlanta. This is the third time through for Giolito. Zuna has walked and he smashed one. This year with runners in scoring position, he's not hitting great, but one homer and 13 RBIs is enough to compensate. Ball one. One one. 2-0. Two one. Slow chopper by Azuna, flipped to second to get the force, but the Braves do get one of the 2 runs they coughed up back. 3.5 complete. Atlanta 6, Boston 2. 1 pitch to Abreu. Pops this one up in the left center. It's deep, but it's playable. Well, for Verdugo, 1 down. Strike 1. Two, 1. Three, 1. Ball 4. Story walks. Ball 1. It's fouled off. 1 and 1. Ball 2. Sweet home. Do you want to swan and miss? 2 and 2. That's fouled off down the left field line. We'll do it again. That's in the dirt. Story not taking off. Full count. Yeah, look at the NL West. With the exception of the Rockies, everyone in that division, the Dodgers, the Padres, the Giants, and the Rockies, and the Diamondbacks, are all within 5 games of one another. Toro drives one to right field. This is going to stay fair. Caught by White. Story has to retreat back to first. White really didn't need to leap, but whatever. Another double basically snatched away. Carlos Navarez up next. Walked in his first plate appearance. 0-1. One-two pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Full count. Popped up, and that's going to go foul. Right field down the line. Is White going to get this one? Yes. Shoestring catch by Eli White, but it bails Grant Holmes out. One walk and nothing coughed up beyond that. 4 innings complete in Fenway. The boys in the bean pot down 4 going into the 5th. Lucas Giolito out. Brandon Bernardino in. 18. This is his 19th appearance. 165 ERA. 16.1. 16 in the third innings pitch. 16 strikeouts. 2-1 record. And a sinker goes way outside. Ball one to Drake Baldwin. To rookie Drake Baldwin. Strike one. One, two. Slow chopper to first. Scooped up by Rapella. One into Toro. One down. Ball two. It's foul off 2-1. One. Goes to Story. 2 down. Strike one to Harris. This 2-1. 1-2. Chopper foul. And inning over on a fly ball. Halfway home in the bean pot. In the Fen. 6-2 Boston. Atlanta, excuse me. 6-2 Atlanta.
This is, in so many ways, a battle of two teams that used to inhabit this city, but also this is in a small way that Seitan because his full name is Seitan Shipper Nicasio Marte Raphael.
This is driven to center by Rafaela, and one out as it's Harris making the catch. At one. That's all the first. Oh, it's dropped by Olsen. Overthrew it. Holmes reached out too far. That's an E1 on a missed catch error, a fielding error. A missed catch error by Holmes. It's going to be an E1. Or is that an E3? Let's see. E3. Ball one. Two one. One. Everyone's outside, ball four. Now, once again, Holmes is in trouble as he's being threatened. Runners on first and second, one out for Boston. Rafael Devers, 11-year, $331 million contract extension. But Devers refused to move to DH. and rejects requests to play first base as Giancastis is out for a year. Ball 1 to Bregman. Devers has just been fucking stubborn when it comes to keeping his post as the DH in Boston. Since 2017, third most extra base hits, fourth most homers. Strike one from Holmes to Bregman. And now we're going to the third time in the order, and this is where, once again, Holmes kind of calms down. He's not as good as he is from the first time through, but he's nowhere near as bad the second time as he is during his second go-around with the order. Fouled off 1 and 2. There's Chief Baseball Officer Charles Beslow of the Red Sox. That's one smacked in the left, but it's a line, but he got under it. Verdugo makes a catch, and everyone he retreats back to their original bags. All 2. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Campbell looks for the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball. To shortstop, sick, and they get the force. 5 innings complete, 6-2 Atlanta. So no runs, no hits, an error, 1 stranded. Liquid Death Beer? I have never heard of this brew. Killer Cola. Let me see what this shit is. It's probably spiked. It's a sparkling water. That's gross. Why would you call sparkling water a cola? Strike one to Eli White, as it's now Birdie who's on. Nick Birdie. One. That's linked in the center field. It's going to fall for a base hit, and it's a leadoff single for Eli White. Strike one to Nick Allen. The slow chopper. Story is second for one. The throw to first. Got him. Double play. Two now. Center field base hit. That gets the runners back on. Why no? Oh, to Riley. One more time. Whatever this new Spider-Man movie Disney and Marvel are playing in the Club Out is like, it's giving me vibes of Spider-Man One More Day, even though No Way Home kind of did that to me, minus the marriage between the Disney Spider-Man and MJ Watson, but the point still applies. 2-0 pitch to Riley, lead from Birdie. It's fouled off, 2-1. I still say this. Damn you to hell, Joe Quesada. For one, why do I condemn him to hell? Much as I'm not a comic bookie, but I've heard the rumor. I know about this infamous miniseries. 3 words, 4 issues, 1 miniseries. 1 more day. Throw the first 9 time on the pickoff attempt. Perfect. Ball 4. First thing was Riley and Olsen yesterday. Shot over the Green Monster. Tonight, Matt Olsen goes to right center with this homer. Jerry. Ball 1. Two now. Foul off 2-1. 2-1 pitch. In the left field, base hit. That's going to get 1 home. Oh, throw to the plate. Got him. Verdugo gets cut down at the plate, and the Sox get out of the jam. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 stranded. Oh. All one. Strike one. Pirates get 2 in the ninth, but it's not enough to get them a win. Pirates just beat on them early. And a Brady who pops this one up in shallow right center. Harris under it. He'll make the catch. 1 down. In other games, Texas leads Houston 3-1. St. Louis up on 1-0 on Kansas City. The A's and the Niners about to get started. That ball is popped up. Did he catch it? Did Olsen catch it? No, he didn't. It went into the Red Sox dugout. Twins lead the Brewers 6-0, looking to win their 13th in a row. Yeah, 13th. Mariners and Padres have gotten underway. They're entering the bottom of the second. Top third, 6-6 in Arizona against Colorado. Seriously, there are days where you think the Rockies are going to go for that record, and there are days where you don't think they're going to go for it. You wonder how many games they need now to lose in order to break the record? Of their remaining 118, they need to lose 85 of them, including tonight. Once you the story. Line in the left field, base hit. It's been all long bombs for Colorado tonight, where Arizona has been playing small ball to get their 6 runs. One on the Toro. Low, 2-0. This will probably be the last time to the order for Holmes. That pitch count's starting to jack up. And if I'm Brian Snitker, I get somebody up in the bullpen. And get him up now. 2-1. You can use the newbie Dodd. You can go to Aaron Bummer. You go to De Los Santos. You go to Blewett. You go to Rafael Montero. 2-2. You go to Daniel Hernandez. to Isabel Hernandez. It's going to be waving them in strike 3. They're getting Aniel de los Santos loose in the Brave pen. Swung over that one. Carlos Navarre, Snickers making the call, getting the bullpen call up. This will probably be the last batter Grant Holmes faces. Strike 1 is Navarre doesn't even bother to go after it. 0-1. That's fouled off. 0-2. Way upstairs, 1-2. It's a self never eat 4 pieces of Subway subs at the same time. 2-2. Got him swinging. Cut fastball, and that's it for Grant Holmes. He throws 6 very good innings, but that's it for him. No runs, 1 hit, 1 stranded. We go to the 7th, 6-2 Boston, 6-2 Atlanta.
Chicken or steak. There's 4 different cheesesteaks that come in that line. And then we have a selection of deli meats and classic cups. Which are going to feature great spice or signature. Bread is baked daily in store. Our bread is Italian bread because it's a little bit of culture. So a little bit of shit or something.
How I miss Vincent Price. Ozuna takes strike 1. Birdie beginning the 2nd inning of work. Swing and a miss, 0-2. I hate when that happens. Beat bet out on me a bit. 0-2 is way outside 1 and 2. Two and two. That's popped up by Azuna, right field, down the line. It's going to hook foul on the other side of the pesky pole. Strike three. Why not? 0-1. Oh, and 2 to Baldwin. I don't know what the hell's going on out there, but it's really screwing my line. Base hit by Baldwin. Ground ball to first. Toro steps in the bag. We go to the stretch. 6-2 Atlanta. God bless America. Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam, white with foam. God, God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. There's a reason I don't sing. My throat gets shot real easily. Baron Bummer comes out to pitch. Ball, the seventh, takes sweepers up and away. Ball one. One one. 2-1. The whole fair, no third base line. That's a fair ball. Rafael Dev stops at second, thinks about going to third, but it hit the brakes. Tom Rabiella. Ball one. Strike one. So far, the only run so far for Boston was the 2-run homer by Duran. 1 and 2. He's got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Boston desperately needs the runs here. Ball two. That's popped up. Left center. Verdugo under it. He'll make the catch. 1 down. Strike 1. That's lifted in the left field for a base hit. Rafaela heading home. The throw, the plate's way up the line, goes to the backstop. That's going to get 1 home. And it's an RBI single. And now the lead that was as big as 4 has been cut to 3. 6-3 Atlanta. And De Los Santos coming after Bummer is out after just one set of batters. That's fouled off by Bregman, 0-1. And yeah, De Los Santos, 1-2 record. This is his 19th appearance, 4.19 ERA, 19 and 3 innings, 7 walks, 22 strikeouts. So 3 strikeouts every walk, essentially, when he's out there. Go around, 0-2. Raymond blasts one deep left field. And that ball is off the top of the monster. That's going to get the run home at least. Bregman's got a double. It's now 6-4 in favor of Atlanta. Well, actually, it was about 3/4 of the way up the monster before it hit off it. Ball on to Campbell. Tying run at the plate. 1-1. Two on to Campbell. That's driven to right center. Harris will catch it. Verdugo will stay put. 2 down. One on to Abreu. That's fouled off. Fouled off. 1-2. Two and two. One, two, 2-2 pitch. Rip to first. Olsen will snack it up and step on the bag to end the threat. But Boston does cut into the lead. A lead that was once 4 has been cut in half through 7. Atlanta 6, Boston 4. Let me just say this weekend, the luck of the Irish has not been in Boston today. The Knicks KO'd the Celtics in Game 6 of the conference semis in the NBA. The Bruins have basically fallen off a cliff, if one could believe that.
Ready for whatever lies ahead, except the following, which you're likely to find exceedingly difficult.
Garrett Whitlock now on the pitch for the Red Sox. He faces Eli White. Whitlock entering his 16th appearance, 29 strikeouts, 9 walks, 22 in the third innings, 4.43 average. Fouled off. White is 3 for 3 today with a trio of singles. Also, a run scored and a stolen bag. Too high, 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Right, and Abreu makes a catch, 1 down. Nick Allen takes strike 1. One, two. Two and two. Pop up. Rafaela with the catch, 2 down. Blue Birds out for Verdugo. Oh, it's fouled off, 2-1. Two down. Two, 2-2. Center field. Rafaela back toward the track, and he got it. And that gets the inning over. Red Sox got 2 in their last time up, and they get 2 more. Story leads off for the Sox. 6-4 Atlanta. Rafael Montero, former Met, former Ranger, former Astro. 16 games, 17 strikeouts, 13 walks, 15 in the third inning. So he's not a very consistent pitcher when you think about it. The walk issue, his biggest problem is walks. It was a problem from when the Mets got him in 2014 before they shipped him out in 2017 at the deadline that year. Story is walk and single. Right now, he's up 2-0 on the Count 2-0. Story flies this one to center. Not deep. Deep center field. Harris gonna. Did he get it? Yes. Taking a home run away from Trevor Story. Or took at least a double away from Story. Ball on the Toro. There you go. Yes, he did. 1-1. Tag to right. Fair ball. Heading to the corner. Toro, the ball is charging towards second. And he makes it with a double. Ole. Tying run at the plate, coming up to the plate. Coming up to the plate for the Sox. Can Navarez get him home is the question. I better find Jose Acuna. Navarez rips one down the third base line, but it's going to go foul. 1-1. Navarez rips one in the left. Going to fall for a hit, but Toro will have to hit the brakes. Runners on the corners. Tying run at first. 1 out. And Ron Hamilton comes on to pitch run for Boston. Here's Rafaela. That swung is fouled back. 0-1. Strike 2, throw, 90 time. That takes the double play out of the equation, at least. Safe. Oh, 2 to Rafaela. Too high. 1 and 2. Did he go? Yes. Strike 3. It's going to be Johnson coming in. Just couldn't hit the brakes. Adrian Elijah or Trick. Or Trick and Kazarian. We know it's going to be Hendry versus Trick at Battleground over the TNA World Title, and they're probably setting up Kazarian to get a rematch at Slammiversary. They're not going to have Hendry and Kazarian run it back at Against All Odds. In any case, Pierce Johnson now coming in as setup. He's in a tight spot for if you're Atlanta. Runners in tying runs in scoring position. Go ahead at the plate. Duran is up first, and he takes the curveball, strike 1. Duran had half of the RBIs for Boston on a 2-run homer back in the 3rd inning, and he also got on an error. He's only faced Pierce Johnson once, and he was called out on that encounter. 0-1 pitch on the way. Through the whole base hit. That's going to get 1 home. The throw to the plate. Cut off. Tie game. From 5 runs down, Boston has come back to tie it. I'll give it to Frankie and Trick to build Trick up a false sense of confidence. Go to first, and he gets back safely. So after only held to 2 runs through the first 6 innings, in the last 2, Atlanta's given up 4. Boston's gotten 4 to tie the game. Devers takes 1 high, 1-0. And the crowd in Fenway has come alive with the chants of Let's Go Red Sox. Can't blame them, to be honest. Green runs, throw, got him. And that ends the inning. But Boston ties it up. And that ends the inning, but not before a game-tying single by Duran. We go to the ninth. Boston tied at 6. We go to the ninth, tied at 6. Zuna Baldwin account for 6 of the Braves' hits and 5 of the 6, and all 6 runs for Atlanta. And now Aroldis Chapman comes on to pitch the ninth for Boston. Ball 1 as the sinkers rise too high. In 18 appearances, 22 strikeouts, 6 walks, 16 innings, a 2-2 record, 225 average. He's been demoted from closer status, but then again, this isn't a closing situation for Chapman. This is just a damage control spot. 1-1 on another heating, high riding sinker. Connor Wong now in the catch for the another heater on the way, swing and a miss. 1-2. Olsen in his career, 2 for 5 with an RBI with a homer against Olsen. Let's even get him here. That one's a 100-mile burner, but it's going to go foul down the third baseline. This is what neither of these teams wanted. Given how this is usually their worst spot this year. Chapman throws a splitter and gets Olsen looking. Strike 3. Pantry moths. They always run amok at this time of the year. And then when November hits, it's stink bugs. And unfortunately, the traps I have don't work on stink bugs. Now Marcelo Zuna's up. Well, strike one as he takes a splitter over the plate. Or slider over the plate. Too high, 1-1. Strike two. One, two. Too high, 2-2. Two is fouled off. Two is low. Full count. Yeah, pitch is low, ball four, and Ozuna's on with the go ahead. And Williams on the pinch run. You know, Ozuna's more of a power guy. He's not much for speed. And here's Sean Murphy on the pinch hit or take over in the catcher's spot. 2 for 4 in this series with a homer from last night. 235 overall, 8 homers, 18 RBIs. Let's see what he's got against Chapman. Chapman throws to first. Ball one. Two and 0. That's pop foul. Two and two. Two is fouled off again. Got him swinging. 2 down. One. That's in the left field for a base hit. Verdugo backs up to cut it off. And now it's runners on first and second. Go ahead, run in scoring position for Atlanta. One and 0. To Harris. Ball 2. Two one. Ground ball is foul. Got him swinging. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Stupid dogs. This is the 17th 1-run game for the Red Sox. And for the Braves, this is their 20th. Johnson will face Devers. They never finished their bat last inning. Swing and a miss, strike one. Murphy in the catch. Way upstairs, 1-1. One on the curveball. Way upstairs again, this time with a fastball, 2-1. Driven the right. That's deep. Sox win. Walk-off homer for Rafael Devers, and the Sox come all the way back to win 7-6. A walk-off for Devers, and the Sox go to 23-24 and knock the Braves back to the 500 mark. That's it for tonight's game. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm Mets2128. Also, shout out to the other members of the ABSN, Pat, Unpopular Opinion, TP, Man Cave, Coach Ed, and more. Goodbye, and good fucking night. Bang.